It's an honor to welcome you to today's session where we are going to discuss menstrual hygiene. Menstruation is a biological occurrence faced by all women and girls. Approximately half of the world, all the women in the world go through menstruation. But unfortunately, it's one of the least discussed topics, whereby young children or girls are not sensitized before they go into the process of menstruation. And even those that are in the menstruation period or stage don't know what to do when that occurs. We are here today to discuss the dangers of stigmatization that happens when a girl goes through the menstruation period and does not know what to do. We were going to discuss the impacts that has on their education, their hygiene, their dignity, and their overall wealth of life. Today on set, I'm humbled to be joined by Nurse Patience, who is going to elaborate more on the health impact that menstruation has on the young girls, on this generation. You're welcome, Patience.
Thank you.
You can greet the viewers and talk more about yourself.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, viewers, wherever you're viewing from. My name is Patience, and today we are here to talk about menstrual hygiene, as the host has told us. So, you find one out of four girls drop out of school, others are stigmatized, others are being chased from home, wherever, because we have different myths about menstruation. So today we are here to clarify, put something on point about menstrual hygiene. So we're going to have an interactive session. We hope you enjoy and learn something.
Yes. Could you tell us more about menstruation? A girl who is 10 years, 11 years is asking herself, what do they mean by menstruation?
Okay. Before we talk about menstrual hygiene, obviously we shall need to talk about menstruation. So menstruation, this is a time that a girl is now in her reproductive age. So there are processes that will be taking place in her body. Let's say ovulation. When the egg is ovulating, after being ovulated, when it's not fertilized, meaning it's useless in the body, at the end of the day, it has to be wasted or it has to come out. So menstruation is the process whereby a girl sheds off monthly blood as a result of an egg not being fertilized, because it has no use in the body.
And at what age should I expect to have such an egg?
It depends on one's hormones, but I will literally say from 10 years. Some people see their menses at 10 years. That's why you find girls in P3, P4 sees menstruation at the end of the day. She's scared because she doesn't know. She was not expecting it. But we have different hormones, and the rate at which our bodies grow. You find some other people are getting their first menstruation, which we call menarche, at 18 years. Yet someone at 12 has already seen. So those are two different people having the same hormones, but at different intervals that they have received their menstruation.
Okay. So what should I know? Me as a young girl of 10 years, I've not yet experienced the menstruation, but what should I know? What should I be expecting?
Okay, as a girl of 10 years, one thing you have to put in mind, menstruation is a normal process. It's something so normal. It's not something that when you get menstruation, you should be in fear, or you should discriminate yourself and say, what is this that has come over? And this is a natural process that every woman is supposed to go through. So one thing as a girl in the teenage age should know, menstruation is a normal process. And when it comes, hygiene is a must, because if you don't maintain or don't practice hygiene, at the end of the day, you're going to have consequences to incur. So you find when hygiene is not managed, you're going to incur in costs, because you're going to get sick. At the end, you're going to go to the hospital. But here, when you manage it very well, you're going to keep healthy, you're going to keep well.
So you've mentioned hygiene.
Yeah.
Could you help me understand what you mean by hygiene? What do you mean by menstrual hygiene? What am I supposed to do? What am I not supposed to do?
Okay. So today I'm here on behalf of Psychosafe Uganda initiative. Yeah. So Psychosafe is an initiative that came up as a result of seeing very many young girls down there having a lot of issues with pad poverty, period poverty. So you find people in urban areas have knowledge compared to the people in rural areas. You find a girl of already 9 years, maybe the parent or guardian in town is telling her about something, but someone in rural is there because he's with the grandma. The grandma feels should send the girl to someone to teach her about menstruating or menstruation. Yet this is just something normal. So today, PsychoSafe is here to clarify and tell you more about menstrual hygiene. So menstrual hygiene, this is a process, or these are practices or habits one does in order to have a clean, safe, and a healthy way of managing their menstruation. Simply meaning that when they're in their menstruation, they are going to take an extra mile of making good practices. Bathing, changing knickers, changing pads.
So let me cut you short, sorry. If I'm in my menstruation, how many times am I supposed to bathe a day? Is there a specific way that I'm supposed to bathe? Is there a different way that I'm supposed to dress my knicker? Because these are the things that you're pointing on.
Yeah. So when one is in menstruation, it varies from when you're in your normal days. Because remember, there you're going to be shedding blood. And shedding blood, the more you let me take an example that you're in your menses and you're putting on a pad. So take an instance, you have a heavy flow. You can't keep that pad for more than 8 hours. The reason why you give it 8 hours is at night you may not be able to wake up those normal times. But during the day, you can at least bathe twice or thrice. When you bathe twice or thrice, one, you're not giving gap to the microorganisms. Because remember, blood, when it's left for some time, microorganisms are going to come and invade. So it's going to be attracting microorganisms. At the end of the day, your genital areas will be surrounded by microorganisms. At the end of the day, you hear people having UTIs. We shall have reproductive health related diseases like PIDs. Those are pelvic inflammatory diseases. Sometimes even bad odor. Because when you have bad odor, you'll not be able to sit and feel that comfort. You will feel isolated. You will feel, there is a way you feel. So stigma, those are some of the things that come along when you don't practice good hygiene. So you asked me to talk about what are
the practices that I'm supposed to put into mind when I've got into my menstruation period.
The practices that one is supposed to put in mind during menstruation, one should be able to bathe. Hygiene is paramount. You have to bathe.
What if I'm down in the village and I can't? Because you see now, I think we are more of looking at people in the rural areas than, because they don't know what to do. You'll find that us in the urban areas, at least the schools tell us what to do. But let's focus on someone deep down in the village.
I believe in the village we also have wells that have water. So as a girl, you can get that 10 liter, get water, keep it somewhere for your personal use. It's easy. You can tell someone, I brought my water, please don't use it. But when you know reasons why you brought that water.
I believe we can maybe get a bottle and put your water every time you go to the washroom. We copy the Muslim culture.
Yeah.
After using the washrooms, you use your water to clean up. Okay.
So it doesn't necessarily take people in the urban areas, even people in the rural areas. So at least bathing 3 times a day is okay. Then at least change your pads. If, let's take an instance, these people who are in school. So every time you're going to be getting out and going to change your pad. So let's take maybe you're putting it on at 7. Then we believe by around 10 you're going to be out for a break, right?
Yes.
You can go and check yourself and change. Then there are more 2 hours before lunchtime. So you can, between those intervals, there is excuse people. At around 3 you can go and change. So minimally in a day, you can change like 3 pads. Yeah. When you change those pads, one, you're not allowing those microorganisms to have the chance. So 3, we should also mind of the kind of products we use. Let's take an instance that we have people there in rural areas. So we always advise them to use cotton clothes. Or if not, we believe we can access cotton and gauze. You can get cotton, make it in inches, then wrap the gauze on top. So when you wrap the gauze on top, it's going to absorb the blood. The cotton will absorb, and it sinks into the cotton. Sorry, it's the gauze to absorb, then it sinks into the cotton. So when it sinks, you have no difference with someone who is putting on a pad, because one, it's comfortable. Two, those cotton pieces won't be able to retain in your reproductive system.
And what if I can't access cotton?
That's why we say we use at least cotton cloth. Okay. We have those clothes that are cotton, because cotton is comfortable. It's easily breathable compared to others. So if you're going to put on nylon, take a instance, when you move, nylon is also moving.
Yes.
But cotton is comfortable. Like in that, when you put it on, it's comfortable. No one will even know that you're putting on a cotton, a pad.
A pad.
Yeah.
So if I put on my cotton cloth, I've folded it well. Should I stay in it for like 2 hours or 3 hours? What happens if I go to check myself after class and it's full?
So we advise, when you go and check, immediately remove it. If it is full, because it depends on one's flow. Some people have a heavy flow, some other it is minimal, some others spot. But we normally advise people who spot to use panty liners, because the prolonged use of
panty liners. Me in the village deep down, can I really afford a panty liner?
We can still use those cotton clothes, but you get a piece. Just get a small piece. You don't need to overpile it, because the moment you overpile it, someone will see. One, your moving style will change.
Yes.
Because you're not comfortable. Two, it's big. It needs something that is comfortable and breathable, so that even if I move, no one will notice behind the side that I'm in my menses.